filly in 1600 metres. Runners dispatch from the 1600 metre marker. Not a bad beginning for a field of this size, and today Royce Pett is off and running. At Midnight is right there with the yellow cap. Summer 69, the Pink Silks gets over. They're followed then by Tenderwood, that's with the red sleeves. Then comes Specially Approved, Until We Dance, fights at the rail. That's way back in the field though. In front of that is the grey Rising Flight, Buzz, Jolie Kitten, Nights on Broadway's along the inside running rail. Further back in the field is Winter Feast, then Information Highway, and then comes Grand Approach. As they settle down now, going to the 1000 metre marker, Summer 69 and Tenderwood, those two at Midnight is perfectly placed at the rail. Specially Approved, the red blinkers. Royce Pett near the rail, being passed by Buzz. Jolie Kittens racing about 5-6 lengths off the leader. Then Facebook Filly, the grey Rising Flight. Further back, Nights on Broadway gets niggled at, got about 8 or 9 lengths to make up, then Information Highway. Summer 69 at the top of the lane, a length and a quarter. Tenderwood, the first one to challenge. At Midnight's being niggled out, but coming around horses, head twisted. Royce Pett is towards the inside with the orange cap, then Facebook Filly. They're followed by Specially Approved. Summer 69 still the leader. On the outside, At Midnight and Tenderwood. Towards the inside, Jolie Kitten tries to run on. Summer 69 still the leader as they get inside the 100. At Midnight is starting to warm up now. And At Midnight comes scorching into the lead the last 100. At Midnight to win, going away. Second placing will just go to Summer 69, then Tenderwood, Jolie Kitten and Specially Approved. Victory for number 4, At Midnight, the filly by Atso, Garth Puller. And this one wins it well, bred by Bush Hill Stud under Anton Marcus. At Midnight wins it by about 1 3/4 lengths, 2 lengths at the business end. Well, even more than that, 2.5 to 3 lengths. Summer 69 from that wide draw chance ride for Ant Makhudla shows nice improvement and got over to lead them. Third will just go to number 5, Tenderwood. Fourth to Jolie Kitten, then Specially Approved. Further back in the field is Information Highway, Buzz and Rising Flight. Then Until We Dance and Grand Approach. Take a look at the head-on, and you'll see Summer 69 still the leader. At Midnight, head twisted to one side. First was going in and then comes around. Stick then in the left hand at this stage under Anton Marcus, and then goes into the lead. He puts his stick down and he'll change it to his right hand, and At Midnight continues to go, and she opens an account on this occasion. That's the running of the third race, a race time 100,47 until the running of the fourth race, starting off our jackpot. Back to the studio.
Well, the favourite is obliged in the first leg of the Pick 6, thanks to jockey Anton Marcus teaming up with Garth Puller. Well done to all the owners here. Tony Jelensky, who's on course, owns this daughter of Atso in partnership with Garth. She did improve last time out of a 14.50, and she was doing her best work at the finish that day, if I can recall, and miles seemed to suit her much better.
I actually thought today might be a bit on the sharp side for her. She's quite a nice filly. She'll be better over further though.
Having a look at the field she was taking on, not the strongest, with all due respect.
Not the strongest, but competitive, you know. There's a difference between weak and competitive. I thought it was pretty competitive, these.
How things work out for you? Because in the straight we could see that she was going to win, but during the race?
It never felt like it until the last half a furlong, you know. She was making heavy weather of it, but in fairness, she was racing pretty green.
Just having a look at your rides today, you know, I mentioned at the top of the show you could be the jock to follow. It wasn't the best of starts for you, but you're on the board.
Yeah, Deez, you know, you obviously thought my quad was a lot better than what I thought it was. Because I thought it was a reasonable card, but without any standout bets, you know. Of course, Swell Party's got a chance. Chillingham's got a chance. Rule Keeper, you know, it wouldn't surprise me if he wins well, but it wouldn't surprise me if he runs out of the placings because he's got to get gelded. Charles mentioned that before his first run. He's a massive horse, and I think you bank him in all bets at your own peril.
Thanks for that, Anton. Before you leave us, how are the tracks holding up?
Getting pretty cut up now, Deez.
Thanks for that.
Thank you.
Lovely. Tracks getting cut up, so we'll monitor that. We'll get a report from the trainers. But God, you train here and you would have, known the weather patterns and how this track behaves. Your opinion thus far?
Yeah, look, the track is pretty wet. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of rain. We've had 18 mils. I've got a gauge in my yard. Just walking on the track, I can see the hoof prints. It is cutting up, but it's we need to race in soft ground. We got horses that need soft ground, and as long as the track holds out, we're okay. You know, we're worried about gravel, and so a lot of meetings will probably have to get carried over here. So it's something to think about.
Interesting comments from Anton suggesting that he thought this may still be on the sharp side, but the horses come through.
Yeah, her mother stayed. I think she ran fourth in the Winter Guineas in Cape Town against the Colts, and she ran third in the Oaks or second in the Oaks. Yeah, she wants 2,000 meters. It's definitely a little bit on the short side for her, but I mean, a polished ride from Anton. He got her out. She hasn't been jumping well. He got her placed, and you know, when he's sitting second, third, and you got a fit horse underneath him, it takes a bit of beating. And I must say to Tony, my partner, thanks very much for coming on board. He's a big supporter of the stable. With the current owners that I have, and it's nice to have him in the winner's box.
Still early days, but could this filly be aimed like at a race like the Gold Circle Oaks?
Look, it's early days. I mean, we just hope that she keeps coming. She's a strong filly. I'd like to thank Warwick and Cara and Renda. I left her on the farm for nearly a year, and they just let her run to mature. Only brought her in late, which pays off, I think, if you can. And we don't know. We'll take it one step at a time. I'm not one that jumps in the deep end too quickly.
Before you leave us, what about the rest of your runners?
I've got place chances in the next on Lebuana. I've got target 5. He wants a cut in the ground, but the 2,500 might be a bit far now that it's wet. But he enjoys it, and he's bred to stay out of a hobnob mare. Those are the best on my next year.
Talking about target 5, what a lovely horse to own. Versatile, honest individual, God.
Yeah, they just pointed out to me upstairs there that he holds the track record for the 1,450 of Callan. They gave me. I see the trainer doesn't know what he's doing. He's got him over 2.5 now.
So, well done, God.
Thank you.
Lovely. Tony, come through. The last time we had a chat, what a great interview it was, and nice to chat to you again.
Thanks, Dees. This is unbelievable to be up here with two legends. My great friend Garth Buller, legend as a jockey, great trainer, and to be up here with Superman, what an achievement. The guy that wins in Dubai, he wins for me a couple of weeks later. What a pleasure, absolute pleasure.
Now, the word is that she's looking for further, but nice to see her win as well as she did over a mile.
Yeah, the guys have been saying from square one that she needs a 2,000. Very, very great win over 1,600. Very thrilled about it. I thought she did exceptionally well, and Superman rode it to the T. What a player. What a man.
And the bet was on, Tony, that you can never leave behind. The bet was on.
Unfortunately, D's very small, very small. But at the end of the day, I'd like to thank Puller Racing, Garth and Linda and Gary and Eric and all the grooms, because as I said the last time, I had the privilege of being here. Without Puller Racing, it wouldn't happen. And my sincere thanks to Garth and his team. What a stable to be involved in.
Tony, as always, a pleasure. Enjoy it, my man. It's brought in Easter for you.
Thank you very much, D's. Thanks a lot.
Well done. Tony Jelensky there owns this filly with Guard Puller. Number 4 at midnight. Popular results for all. 4, 10, 5, and 2. That's your provisional result. Race number 3. But it has to be said, Roy's Pet, a disappointment again. Back to the drawing boards for that filly. But I'm sure there'll be very few that will be complaining about this result in race number 3. Unless you had a horse that paid 18 Rand 20 for a place in your pick 6 that finished back in second.